channel Power of PowerPoint by Shruti Sharma. Check out my last video on Color Dropper if you haven't. The link is going to be in the description box. Also, please subscribe to my channel to learn some really cool tricks, tools and hacks that can actually help you take your presentation to the next level. Today we'll be learning a technique to make your presentation look vibrant, dynamic and simply fabulous. Gradient and transparencies. So what is gradient? It's basically when more than one color merge into each other in a seamless manner. You know how there are fashion trends every year, which changes, right? Same way there are trends in creative field as well, in creative design languages. So now, like you see in ads, in PPTs, in posters, you will see a lot of usage of gradient. And most of these slides have beautiful gradient, but the picture is also visible in the background, which means that you need to work on the transparency as well. So these are the two things we are going to learn. Even in logos, so look at Instagram, Smule and other logos, most of these brands are using gradient. So these are a couple of slides that I actually thought looks beautiful, and the way they've used gradient is really nice. So we are going to pick a few of these slides and we are going to recreate them. So these are the 4 slides that we will be working on. Out of these 2 slides that you can see right now, we are going to cover today. The remaining 2 we'll cover in the next part. So today we are going to mainly see how to work with gradients, and transparency will work in the next class. So I'm taking this Smule logo here as a reference and we are trying to recreate this gradient. Also another thing, we are going to use this tool called Color Eyedropper. That is something I taught in my last video. So in case you don't know how to work with that, check out my last video. The link is going to be in the description box. So we are going to go to gradient. So these 4 bars that you see, they actually define the colors that are there in the box. So there are 4 colors right now. I'm going to choose random colors just to show you how it flows. So obviously you have to think and plan in terms of what colors do you want merging into each other, which will look nicer, but I'm taking 4 random colors right now. So can you see I've taken 4 colors now, and you can, and with using just the bar from left to right, you can decide which color do you want to be more in the box in terms of the area or the portion of the color. So you can move them around, you can delete them by just clicking on them and pressing delete. And if you want to add, just click on the bar wherever you need another color. So it's as simple as that. So right now you can see I have 5 bars now. So I can choose 5 colors. If I want to delete, I just need to click and press delete. Again, click and press delete. Now I have 3 colors and I can decide how much area do I want for orange, how much I want for yellow color or the purple one. Now there's something called direction, which actually chooses the direction of the color that you want to follow. Do you want the box to follow purple to orange from left to right, from top to bottom, diagonally or bottom to top, whichever way works for you. So that's how directions work. Alright. So now let's start creating the Smule one. Okay. So I'm going to go to gradient again. And now I'll start picking up colors. So Color Dropper is a tool that I'm going to use here. So I've taken 4 colors because I think approximately there are 4 colors in Smule logo, and for each color I'm going to pick the color from Smule. So I click on second bar now, Color Eyedropper, and pick the second color. Third bar, Color Eyedropper, I'll pick the third color, which is this purplish blue, and then I come to the last one, which is like blue, which is on the top right. So now my colors are fine, but then I want blue on the right corner and purple on the bottom left. So I'm going to go to direction and see which one works for me. So I can see this one is quite accurate. Can you see the similarity? Now if you want to increase the area of blue or purple, you can do it just by swiping this bar from left to right. So I'm just going to make sure that it's perfect, and that's about it. And that's how you create gradients. So if you want to create your own gradient, you can do that. If you want to create a gradient that you have seen, you can just pick colors. Now this is another slide that I'm going to recreate for you to show you how to use gradient in this one. So let's begin. I'll bring a shape in here. Right click, format shape. This drill I think we all know now. Go to gradient color. Right now it's picked the gradient that I created last. That's what it does. So now I have 4 colors here, but I think I need just 3 colors. So I've deleted one, and one by one I'll go to each color now. So I have picked up my first color. Don't worry about the direction right now, we can change that later. Then the color which is between the blue and the green, the merging color basically. And then the third color, it's exactly not blue, it's a different shade of green. So now I'm going to choose the direction, and you can change the area or the portion of the color using the bar. You can swipe it from left to right, right to left, whatever works for you. Yep, I think it looks perfect. You can compare it with the original one. And now I have picked another picture which is similar to the one that we saw, and I'm going to show you how to work on that. So I've added the bar. You can decide the width. You need not follow exactly same as the previous slide. If you think you want it slightly wider or thinner, you can decide. And now I've just inserted a shape and made it white. So if you see, the layout of my slide look exactly like the slide I had shown you. Now if you want, there are 2 bullet points in the previous slide. You can make them gradient also if you want, or you can keep them like single color. So I'll come to that. Let me just quickly write a small header here. I'll choose the font that I think would work for me. Increase the size of the font. And I'll align it with the bar. I'll align it center. In case you want to know how to do that, I have a video on alignment and distances. The link is going to be in the description box. Do check it out. So my slide looks good. And now I can add those 2 circular bullet points. Now I'm going to use Format Painter to recreate the gradient, because now I've done it once, I don't have to do it again. So Format Painter is something I'm going to cover in future as well, but it helps you copy properties of one shape to another one, or one text. It could be anything. Looks good, right? Now let's come to the next slide that we are going to recreate. In this one, as you see, the background itself is a gradient one, and it looks beautiful, right? So I have just taken a simple shape. And now I'll come to gradient, and as you can see, it's showing me the gradient that I created last. I have put another bar because I think I would need 4 colors, and I'll start copying each color by using eyedropper. Second color now, eyedropper. Third color, again, don't worry about the direction, you can change it in the end. Just follow the flow of the colors. Third color, and now the purplish color. Now I'll go to directions to make sure that it looks exactly like the one that we are trying to see. You want the purple on the right, so this is pretty easy, right? So now I'm done with this. You can actually copy it on the next slide, or if you want, you can actually just right click and go to Format Painter and do it. So I'll go to the new slide. You can just go to gradient fill here and create the gradient, but since I've created it already, it's picking the same. So that's how you create gradients, and trust me, gradients are going to uplift the look and feel of your presentation instantly. So now the other 2 slides that you see, I'm going to recreate that in my next tutorial, where we'll work with the transparency and you'll be able to create some really beautiful slides. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed watching this one, like the video, share with your friends, your colleagues, your peers, and please consider subscribing. I'll be covering tools and tricks from beginner, intermediate to advanced level in PowerPoint. Also, if you want me to cover any specific topic in PowerPoint, do write in the comment box and I will surely make a video. Thank you so much for watching this on Power of PowerPoint by Shruti Sharma.